Welcome to Friendly Travelers on the Move. This is Arup Bose. We have reached Maison Cailler Chocolate Factory at Broc in Switzerland. It was founded by François-Louis Cailler in 1819 and was bought by Nestlé in 1931. We will now go in for a tour of the Chocolate Museum. We have come inside. Before beginning the tour, we will be briefed about this place and what to expect here.
And the chocolates, and the second part of the visit, then this will be useful because as you did before, when you see a little black thing like this, you just can scan it and get information about this. It will be more about the chocolate production. You will see the first products like the almonds and the hazelnuts and the chocolate fave or beans. You can touch them, you can try them. And at the end of this, there is a tasting room with 10 different kinds of chocolates you can eat. Okay?
We love that.
Good news, no?
Yeah.
That is the main purpose of the visit.
That was the purpose. Okay. I understand. Chocolates you can eat. Okay?
The tour of the Chocolate Museum begins now.
Did you know that Switzerland consumes more chocolate than any other country? Did you know that chocolate makes you fall in love and is an edible form of happiness? Did you know that chocolate was a gift from the gods and sacred to the Aztecs? Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of the Aztecs. Quetzalcoatl brought the people not only turquoise, gold and silver, but also cocoa beans. And he taught them how to prepare chocolatl. Chocolatl was bitter, strong and blood red. It was drunk before battles and during sacred rituals. It was considered intoxicating and unsuitable for women and children. The cocoa tree. One fruit contains up to 50 seeds, precious cocoa beans. Quetzalcoatl's gift made the people rich and powerful, making him very popular. This upset his jealous brother, the magician Tezcatlipoca. In revenge, he cast a spell on a chocolatl drink and handed it to Quetzalcoatl, who, intoxicated by the mysterious drink, rushed to the seashore and let himself be carried out into the ocean on a raft. "I will return," he called to the people, and disappeared. People awaited his return. And then suddenly, in 1519, a comet appeared in the sky. The earth shook, and as the sun rose, a ship became visible. Emerging from the ship was not Quetzalcoatl, but the Spanish conqueror, Hernán Cortés. Cortés was shown great respect, presented with a cocoa tree, and he destroyed the Aztec Empire. Cortés had set out to find yellow gold, but he returned with brown gold in the form of cocoa. Cocoa provided the Aztecs not only with a form of pleasure, but also a means of payment. 10 beans for a rabbit, while a slave cost 100. In 1528, the Spanish king ordered him to return. A voyage to the New World lasted weeks, sometimes months. Many sailors died during the crossing. And not just from scurvy. In May 1528, Cortes reached the Spanish coast. He was carrying gold, precious stones, and exotic animals with him, and the ingredients for a drink that was brand new to Europe: chocolate. Emperor Charles V was one of the first to try the new drink. Interesting, I'm rather taken with this drink, but a little sugar wouldn't hurt. The society ladies in particular couldn't get enough of it. A real craving had taken hold of them. The Devil's Drink, a barbaric Indian invention. The Dominican order refused to try the chocolate. An insidious drink with the power to overheat the blood, causing deadly sins to be committed. The Jesuits, on the other hand, liked the divine drink. The frothy chocolate provided a welcome change during Lent. Pope Pius V solved the moral dilemma by decreeing that liquids, including a cup or two of chocolate, do not constitute a break in fasting. Now, there was nothing to stop chocolate from spreading throughout Europe. Cocoa beans spread to Portugal and Italy and arrived in France. The chocolate was whipped and thick and taken lying down. It was known as the Venus drink and considered sensual and invigorating. The ladies and gentlemen of society liked to drink a cup of hot chocolate with musk, ambergris, and jasmine before and after an assignation. Chocolate was expensive. A farm laborer would have had to work for a week to be able to afford a pound of this tempting treat. But the middle classes, workers and farmers soon took to the new delicacy. (1789), Place de la Bastille. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. The French Revolution is in full swing. It was a bittersweet goodbye for the aristocracy. Marie Antoinette, the French queen, ordered herself a cup of hot chocolate for her last meal. Until the 19th century, nobody thought of Switzerland when they heard the word chocolate. It was the Swiss who created Rhine chocolate from the crumbly mass. François-Louis Cailler, the founder of Switzerland's first brand of chocolate. He was a skilled inventor and one of the first to produce chocolate by mechanical means. And Cailler was not the only pioneer on the shores of Lake Geneva. Charles Amédée Cailler, Daniel Peter, and Henri Nestlé. Henri Nestlé was a visionary and invented a baby food product made from milk, wheat, and sugar, which became a huge success. And so milk became the defining feature of Swiss chocolate, making Switzerland the chocolate producer par excellence. The business flourished, and when Alexandre Louis Cailler, the grandson of the original founder, decided to expand his factory, he began to look for a new location. In the picturesque landscape of La Gruyère, he found what he was looking for. Plenty of water, and thanks to a fertile landscape, milk galore. La Maison Cailler, where a passion for chocolate abounds. Within a year, the factory had been built, and production began in 1898. In the new factory, workers ground, pressed, and conched, and new machinery was soon purchased. The workforce increased tenfold in the first 4 years, from 120 to 1,200 employees. Things were on the up, even in times of difficulty, but the world economy was still unstable. Peter Cailler Cailler. Following the 1911 merger, the new firm PCK was able to combine, consolidate, and expand its forces. Frigo, the tantalizing blend of hazelnut and almond cream filling, and the finest milk chocolate. Femina, the delicate masterpiece. Broc Cailler, the original, delighting us every time. Ambassador, the stylish selection of the finest Cailler pralines. Rayon, the light sweet treat with honey nougat chips and thousands of air bubbles. June 1928, huge price drops on the stock exchange. Exports collapsed. Alexandre Louis Cailler fought for the firm's survival from his office. 145 years. No, the Americans are not getting a share. Nestlé was the ideal partner and already had a 40% stake in the company. With the international running. The Cailler brand is almost 200 years old. Brand names like Cailler were not protected. People could call their chocolate what they liked, but family emblems were. The nest and bird became the quality mark for Nestlé. And the crane, the town emblem of Broc, the unmistakable symbol of Cailler. The firms looked for new ways to publicize their products. Posters, radio, cinema, and television.
After a journey through time, we've arrived back in the present. Today, people from all around the world get to know Cailler here at Maison Cailler. All Cailler products are still produced with the greatest care in this factory in Broc. But did you know that Cailler sources its ingredients from all around the world? We invite you to join us on the journey through all the special places and the special people who work together to give you that unique joy of Cailler chocolate. We wish you a pleasant continuation of your chocolate journey.
The show is over now and we'll now see the rest of the chocolate museum. Let us see what they have for us. The map here shows the various places in the world where cocoa is grown. Various ingredients used in the making of chocolates. He is answering questions with regard to chocolate making.
Then after you put the fridge inside, third coat finish, right for 20 minutes. Okay. In the refrigerator for 3.
An old chocolate making machine. This is what we were waiting for, chocolate tasting time, and we are free to eat whatever we see here and as much as we want. But how much of chocolates can one eat at one time? This is what I would call a chocolate supermarket. Endless varieties of chocolates to choose from. Cailler is 200 years old and is said to be the oldest chocolate brand in Switzerland. This is the cafeteria. After the chocolatey experience, now let me show you the surroundings. There is a play area for children. An old train on display. Our tour of Maison Cailler Chocolate Factory ends here. It was a very good experience, better than what I had in mind. This was part of a 7-day tour of Switzerland with SOTC. There are other videos of our Switzerland trip in this channel. All links are given in the description below. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon for notifications. Thank you for watching.